in line with my finessing of various components. Actually, this is the right hand engine mounting, which I've already removed the plate, as I mentioned, but also because the starter motor is in the way, I can never use this hole here, so I'm going to cut it off. Yeah, and that shan't be used in the future. 3 bolts is plenty, I think, big M10 thingies, and might make it a bit easier to fit into the engine at some point. So slicing coming up. There we go, and just a little bit of additional paint, I think, having removed quite a lot of it, and then we can stick it back in. Back on, perhaps I should say. Another thing that I've been working on in kind of small moments is the clutch slave cylinder. Now, the original RX8 for this gearbox, RX8 slave cylinder, kind of gets in the way. So someone said somewhere that a Mazda 323 slave would fit in there, and well, it does eventually, but I did actually have to take about an inch out of the operating rod, so that's a bit shorter than it was, and I've made this bracket as well, because the mounting holes are there and there rather than there and there, which is where they used to be. So this is my bracket, which I'm just going to put a bit of paint onto, stop it from going rusty. So another thing that I've worked on is the gearbox mounting, which is here. Using another one of these Land Rover engine mounting bobbin things, and although I haven't really changed it at all, we have a welded nut here, and rounded the corners off, painted and stuff like that. So, as I mentioned, kind of productionising. Right, let's put this back on. Now that it's painted, and I remember how to do it. Now, one of these holes is threaded. Ah, there we go. So, like that. Nope. All right. Okay. This is the one where the hole is threaded. This saved me having to put a knot on it. Here we are. So this one is just fixed into the bracket. This one, and I suppose I want to tighten that one. It's going to require a spanner, oh dear, to get in here. There we go. Yeah, I think that's pretty neat. And it turns out I've got a couple of hydraulic pipes that are going to be pressed into service. These are actually brake pipes, but the fitting matches, and I've got them. So obviously it's a flexible element. So it could be that one, or it could be this one. Then there'll be some copper pipe in the engine bay as well. So that is my finessed bracketry. So we have the gearbox mounting, we have the clutch slave cylinder, we have the new left hand side engine mounting, and the slightly modified right hand engine mounting, which no longer has a bolt down here since you can't use it anyway. Freshly painted and without its extra foot. So if it turns out that the having changed that, there's obviously a small difference in height compared to how it was, but if I need to shim it upwards with something, I can do that. Yeah, look at the weather. Bit of a change, hence the wet glasses. Oh, hello Jessica.